Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Donna Peterson, and I am the CEO of World Innovators. This week, I was asked a very interesting question, and I thought I would share it with you all. Someone said to me, Donna, what is first party data? How is that different than my customer list or my prospecting list? And I thought, well, here's a great opportunity to talk about this because it is a little bit confusing. We have people who call it their house file. We have people who call it their first party data. And then some people say it's our customer list, it's our prospect list. So, why are they different words when they really are all the same thing? They're all lists that you have in house that you use. So, it's your customers, your prospects that you have in house. That is first party data. I went on to tell this person about how valuable your first party data is. And that's when I was like, oh my goodness, first party data is like a diamond. Think about it. Your diamond is rare and valuable, and it's capable of giving so much enjoyment to the people who have it, but it's a luxury. But it's something that once you have that diamond, you protect it, you take care of it. And that's exactly what you have to do with first party data. Because when you have first party data, this is what can help industrial companies have that competitive edge. When you have good quality data in house. Today, I want to talk about what you need to do with that data that you have in house, how you can take care of it and nurture it in the right way. Thing starts out with one, you've got to clean and update the data that you have. A lot of times when companies start out, they'll say, oh, I got this list from so and so. I bought this list and put it into our CRM. How clean and updated is that information? When was the last time you went back over that list and looked at it and said, yes, these people are going to be interested in what we have to offer, or these people really shouldn't be on our list. They're not appropriate. So that's the first thing you have to do when you want to have good quality first party data. That is your diamond. That is your valuable asset. You must go clean and update the file so that it is as accurate and as current as possible. Then what you want to do with that data is you want to get as much information about those individuals that you can. What job function do they have? What type of equipment do they like to buy? What technologies do they use? What industries they're in? Whatever details you can possibly get in the individual will help you. How it's going to help you is when you know these different things, this is when you could start taking that big whole database you have and put them into little segments. And then you can create marketing messages that speak directly to that segment. And when you do speak directly to an individual about their specific industry, about their specific job function, and what challenges they might be having, they're going to pay attention. They are going to respond. So take the data that you have in house right now, get it cleaned and updated, and get it appended with information. The other things you can do is you can use different AI tools and research directories out there to help you augment that information that you already have in house. Maybe get LinkedIn URLs on the people, get their addresses in there. And then you can use external lists to help you. How you can do this is there's some very good quality industry publishers out there where you send an email blast out to their list. Anyone that clicks through on your message, they will give you the click through information so that you then can take those records, which you know are top quality because these publishers treat their first party data like a diamond. It's a very valuable asset for them. So they keep it cleaned and updated. They put as much information as possible and they make sure that people are engaged with the topic. So when you get this click through information, these are perfect people to turn around and add to your data that you have in house. And this helps you grow that list because we always want to be growing your audience. You always want, yes, we all want new customers, but besides that, you want to keep growing your prospect list because you want to nurture these people through. You want to educate them. And when you educate them, they'll see you as a thought leader in the space, but they'll also start to trust your brand. This is also when you put them on your database, you can segment them out and send them information that is pertinent to them. So they'll want to listen. So use external lists to that so you can acquire quality leads to add to your first party data. The other thing you want to make sure, and this is number 2, you don't want to rely on external platforms. I was working with a gentleman one time and he was asking me all these questions. He's like, Donna, I really don't need to have all that information because I use LinkedIn. I just connect with everyone on LinkedIn. And that makes me very nervous because we just saw what happened with Twitter X now, how they changed the logarithm. And some people used to spend a lot of time on Twitter. And then they changed the logarithm and now they don't do anything on Twitter. So all those connections and followers that they had on Twitter, that's it. They're gone. All that work. You need to get those people off the external platforms and onto your database that you hold in-house. How do you do that? Well, first, you can go through and you can put some type of content up there on the social media networks to say, if you'd like to subscribe to our ebook or register for a webinar or sign up for a boot camp or answer this fun questionnaire, when they do, you get their email address and now you can add them to your house file. Like I said, you want them there so you can get more information on them. You can segment them into different pools and send them the most appropriate information for them. Plus, now you've got that information. It's yours. Nobody's going to change around your logarithm. It will be yours forever. That's what you need. Now, don't get me wrong. I still love my social media platforms, especially LinkedIn for my industrial brand companies. But you can't rely on them. You can't just keep, okay, I've got lots of connections there. Well, get those connections off and onto your house file. There's also AI tools out there now which can help you with finding maybe the emails of some of those connections on your LinkedIn account. That is extremely valuable because now you can take those connections, attach it to an email, and now you can reach out to these people. Maybe you make a phone call to these people. Tell them about your company, your services or products, and tell them why you think they might be interested, but offer value when you call. Then they might say, yeah, I'd love to get more information. You get to put them onto your first party data that you can now nurture through to becoming buyers and customers. But remember, I don't concentrate just on sales and getting customers. Concentrate on giving. Give a lot of information. What happens is that individual starts to trust your brand. Maybe they're not ready to buy now. Maybe they'll be ready in 3 months from now. But guess whose brand they're going to remember 3 months from now? It's going to be yours because you took the time to really get to know them, their industry. And let's say 3, 6 a year, they're not buying from you. But if anyone ever asks them the question, like, do you know who I can buy a great CNC piece of equipment from? They'll say, yeah, that company over there. They were great. Someone says to you, who can help you with your marketing if you're an industrial brand? Hey, I hope you all say World Innovators. But it's all that. Just offer value and you'll be surprised how much you get out of it. So don't rely on external platforms because you don't have control. They can change the logarithm. You want to get the information in-house on your own database so you can ensure stability and control on that. Those are three important things. You got to clean and update the file. You've got to acquire quality leads. And like I said, that's by using those external lists. The other thing you can do is people coming into your website. If they're unknown, put up some personalizations there so you can make them known. Something that they'll want to answer or fill out so that they give you the email address. So you want to acquire those quality leads. And three, you don't want to be dependent on any other platform out there. You want to have control of those individuals, so bring it in. You've got to treat your first party data as a valuable asset, as that beautiful diamond. You want to have it and be careful with the management and enhancing of that first party data because you want to keep cultivating it. So that's why you got to always monitor it. It's almost like you've got to sit down every quarter and just make sure everything that's happening with your first party data is accurate. Make sure that you're constantly adding extra information. Make sure, and this is a hard one to do because I know it kills me every single time. Sometimes you got to go through and cut off the dead wood. And you hate seeing that number go down. But what's the point of sending these emails to people if they're not engaged with what you're putting out there? It's all about quality over quantity. You want to go out, you want to have people on your list, your first party data, your database, your customer list who truly are in your industry and interested in what you have to offer. Quality over quantity. So, in conclusion, remember your first party data is your cornerstone. It is going to be that most important building block that is going to help your business grow year after year. You're going to have that nice sales cycle that goes up like this. If you pay attention to your first party data, keeping it clean, but constantly growing it. But like I said, you don't need to grow, 10,000 records. No. Hey, if it's 50, 50, just small increments of good quality data. If you go out to use external lists, make sure you are talking to reputable list owners that treat their list the same way. For instance, if someone comes up to you and says, "Oh, do you want to buy this list of 5,000?" That's a red flag for me. Because anyone who really cherishes their first party data doesn't turn around and sell it like that. So be very careful. That is a red flag. I want to encourage you to treat that first party data like a diamond. Keep it cleaned, keep it polished, and it will continue to look beautiful. It will continue to work for you. And this is how industrial brands that do this, that concentrate on this audience, this first party data, keeping it clean, they are going to grow into the future. If you have any questions for me, please put them in the comments below, or you can email me at dpeterson@worldinnovators.com. But let's treat our first party data like a beautiful diamond. I hope you all have a great day, and I'll be back here next Thursday at 4 o'clock. Have a good day. Bye.